Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Del Mar Racetrack here on Sunday. It is the 30th of July, 2023. Gonna look at the ninth race from Del Mar, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Get 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and also join me today for my Deauville preview. Deauville in August is kind of like Saratoga or Del Mar in August. That's where all the best horses in France go to. They have a Group 1 race every single Sunday from now until basically the for the next month or so, until Travers weekend, I believe, and it's just exciting races. So it's Deauville on Sunday, but also they'll have some fixtures throughout the week. So just join me the next couple weeks for my Deauville previews. An excellent pre-Ross trial that today there at Deauville. So go check, like I said, just go check out that preview. It's a good card. But this ninth race from Del Mar, it's a decent race. I always like it. So let's look at it right now. It is the Eddie Reed Stakes. It's a Grade 2 event going for a $250,000 purse, race for 3-year-olds and upwards. We have a field of 9 horses heading to the Jimmy Durante turf course. The distance of ground of 1,800 meters, if you want to go by that, or the mile and 1/8 trip on the Del Mar turf course, 1,800 meters, a mile 1/8. And it gives me a second to look down my notes. Just bear with me to show that diagram. Sorry, I'm stupid. I can't do two things at the same time. My top selection, I'm gonna go with the 5-horse Dicey Mocara. I'm gonna go 5-3. 5-4-3-6 in the superfecta, 5-4-3-6 super. Top selection of 5-horse Dicey Mocara. 5-year-old gonna by a day here. Leonard Powell trains. Juan Hernandez gets to mount. The horse's most recent outing came 13th of May at Santa Anita, a mile and a half in the San Luis Rey, and the horse finished third by 1.5 lengths that day. And he was with them early on, but this just then kind of crumbled late. He wasn't getting the trip to win. It wasn't his day to win. Cutting back to a mile and 1/8, which I think is his preferred trip, off the bench, which he should run a lot fresher, back to this turf course, which he should like. I expect him to really run and improve off that subpar effort last time out. He was the best horse, I thought, in the San Francisco Mile at Golden Gate, 1 mile. 29th of April. He was the best horse, but he was drawn wide and he had traffic, which cost him. He finished 4th by 1/4 lengths. He sat back early, a lot of traffic. He was closing up when he had room, but it was just not enough to win that day. But with a better trip, he would have really made it interesting late. And then in the Whittingham at Santa Anita, a mile and 1/4 on the 8th of April. He finished 2nd by length. He set the pace. He got caught in the final furlong or so. Like I said, I just think he wants to go a mile and 1/8. The last time he ran the mile and 1/8 was opening day on right after Christmas at Santa Anita. In the San Gabriel, where he won by a half length, closing up from nowhere. I thought it was a very good effort at 4-1. Prior to that, they ran him here last summer or last fall in the Hollywood Turf Cup over the mile and a half, where he just finished 4th, never finishing there. At an okay second behind Master Foxhounds in the John Henry in the fall, and then a decent third in last year's Del Mar handicap. But coming back here to a mile and 1/8, that's what he wants to do. At 6-1, let's use him. Is Phil D'Amato kind of like the Chad Brown of the West Coast? He has like half the field here, like Brown would have here on the East Coast. But I think your second likeliest winner would be the 4-horse Master of Foxhounds. Most recently in the Whittingham, he just wasn't comfortable that day, and he never really got going. They put the blinkers on the last 2 starts, and those were his 2 worst races. They're taking him off today, so maybe that will just give him the extra freeness to just keep going. I understand why they put the blinkers on, because he gets to lead and then pulls himself up like he did in the San Marcos, which he should have won. He got to the front end and just got caught. He did the same thing in the St. Biscuit handicap on this turf course, and he almost did the same thing in the John Henry last year, where he just kind of got caught late. And the Del Mar handicap, I'll give him the break. He was drawn very wide. He couldn't save a lot of ground on this turf course last season. He ran here last year where he finished 5th by 4 lengths, where he just, again, couldn't get the good turn of foot. I'm going to use him here, but I think he's the kind of horse you just have to keep using, even when you get to the wire. You just can't, if you're in front by 20, just keep going with him, because he just looks like he's going to pull himself up. But I think he's your second likeliest winner. I definitely use in your pick 4. But to recap my selection for the ninth from Del Mar now, it's the Eddie Reed. Going to take the 5-horse Dicey Mocara. I can't speak today. Going to give kudos to the 4-horse Master of Foxhounds. 5-4-3-6 super. 5-4 in your multi-race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.